Hi, I'm Phyllis from southernfrugal.com. Well, we have been away from the green smoothies for 3 days, and I can tell you they make a difference because we can already tell that we don't feel as good. Now, part of the reason was our electricity was out in the morning because of the ice storm, and one of the days was church. We were running short on time, and I don't know what the excuse was for the other day, but anyway, it's been 3 days, and I can tell you that we are feeling the difference. So this morning we're going to get back to the green smoothies. And first thing I want to do is talk to you about the kale. See that big stem there? I put that in too because there's a lot of nutrients in stems of plants, particularly calcium. So we mostly use kale, and the reason is because of all the greens. It's the most nutrient rich of all the greens, and the particular one in the family of the kale that is even more nutritious is the dinosaur kale, which I can only find at Whole Foods Market, and so we don't have it as much as I wish we did. The other thing, and I've said this before, with the grapes, I use the large, see how big those are compared to my hand? They're big, almost as big as a plum, some of them. And they've got the very large seeds in them. Now, the seeds are probably more nutritious than the rest of the grape, but they're very, very good for you. And of course, the orange you need to kill the taste, the green taste of the kale. That's why you need an orange. And I usually use 3 oranges. Now, I wanted to give a shout out really to, because I've been a little slack on doing this, on some of y'all that are writing comments on a lot of my videos. Let me turn this up. And one of them I wanted to mention was Bryson Hatfield. I think he's in England. And he sent me a bunch of recipes from a 1953 cookbook. And Mr. Hatfield, I really appreciate it, and I'm going to get around to trying some of those recipes eventually. Now, most of them are for sweet desserts and that kind of thing, which I love, okay? So I'm going to definitely get around to some of those recipes. And the other one that I would particularly like to mention is Darren in Maryland, and he wrote in and said that they had 3 inches, I guess, of snow. But anyway, I appreciate all the viewers. I really do, and all of y'all that make comments. I read every single one. Sometimes it takes me hours, but I read them all because I've got, let's see, probably 460, 70 videos now, and people watch, all different videos, and they make comments. And what Google does is I check the little block because I want them to send me an email every time anybody makes a comment, so that way I don't miss a single one. Now, sometimes I don't have time to answer them all, but I do try, okay? I really do. I get a lot every day, and I appreciate it so much. And all of you subscribers, thank you for subscribing. It means a lot to me. We get paid some on Google for the advertising, but I can tell you it's not enough for all the effort that you have to put forth to make videos. But anyway, I super enjoy this, and I really think that when I make videos of whatever I'm cooking, somehow it always turns out better than when I just make it and I'm not videotaping it. I don't know why, but that's the way it works. So our food has definitely improved since I've started making videos. Even Mr. Bucky noticed that he's eating a lot better and really a lot healthier. Now, I wanted to mention something about that, okay? I know that I lost some subscribers when I started doing all the green smoothies, and I was so sorry to see y'all go. I really was. But I have to continue with this because it's the number one thing. It's making us feel so good at our age. I think that's a big accomplishment, to feel good at my age, 69, and my husband's 75, Mr. Bucky, and we feel really good. And so I think that that makes a difference, and I'm sure we're getting healthier. We've also lost some weight, even through Christmas, if you can believe. We actually lost weight. Now, we hadn't lost a tremendous amount. I mean, you're not going to get the before and after picture because it isn't that much, but we're definitely not gaining, and we're pretty much eating whatever we want to other than at breakfast. We do the green smoothies at breakfast, and mostly, depending on what kind of protein I put in it, they absolutely will hold you all day long. I really think we could go till supper. I do. That's probably not a good idea, but we generally now eat our lunch really about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then we might have a little snack of some kind at night, but most of the time not. So the green smoothies are definitely making a difference in our lives. So I hope, if you haven't tried them, I would hope you would. Now, you don't have to have a Vitamix to do a smoothie. You can do it, you know, in a blender. Now, the Vitamix works better, okay? But you can definitely just, you know, $59 blender will do it. And just add something green. And all you have to remember is when you add green, add some kind of citrus like orange, lemon, or lime, depending on what you like. But for us, the orange works best. You will never know the greens are in there. I promise. You will never know they're there. And you're getting all the nutrients from the raw greens. So, I just think it's going well, really well. And if you haven't tried it, please, just give it a try and make it so it tastes good to you. And that way you'll have the greens in there, but you'll also have other fruits and other vegetables. This is something else you can't tell is in there. I'm going to, this morning, put 2 carrots in, and they're raw. You'll never, and so, you know, it's got all the enzymes in it, and that makes a big difference. But I think it makes your body more able to use the nutrients, I think. I don't know. I'm not an expert on that, but I am an expert on how I feel, and Mr. Bucky's an expert on how he feels. And I can tell you that we feel better than we have felt in many, many years. We have a lot more energy and a lot more mental clarity, because that's important at our age, to have good mental clarity. All right, so I wanted to give a shout out to some other people. And my internet is down this morning, so I'm not sure when this is going to be loaded. But our power's on, but the cable is out. So I guess they're working on it. But anyway, Nikki from California. Nikki, I appreciate you so much for all the even personal messages that you send. Also, Susan Robinson and Angie. She's in Australia. Makes all these comments, great positive comments. I appreciate that so much. And Angela, I'm not sure where you are, Angela. I used to know, I think, but I don't remember now. But anyway, Angela always makes great positive comments. Now, I think Angela has a blender that she uses. And as I recall, she told me, I think that she has type 2 diabetes. I hope I don't have that wrong. But I would think that she has to watch what she eats. But she's doing the smoothies now, too. So a lot of people are doing them. I hope I've influenced people to do them. But if you're doing the green smoothies and you haven't left a comment, please leave a comment below, because I really would like to be encouraged from you that I'm helping somebody. I mean, we're really taking our time to do this and hoping to influence you into a healthier lifestyle and not making all these big dramatic changes of no fat, oh, no sugar, no this, no that, but more of a positive thing of adding to what you're now eating. So what I'm really telling you is, if you do the green smoothies in the morning, make them taste good, whatever you need to do to make them taste good, but get some greens in there. Try to get a couple of carrots in if you can, and whatever else you can think of, and then put the fruit in, and they taste good. and they're just very pleasant. And the way that we had this ice storm and the electricity was out and that kind of thing, and also we were late for church one morning, I think, and we skipped the smoothie, and I definitely can tell a difference, and so can Mr. Bucky. So just that alone ought to convince you to just give it a try, right? All right, so enough talk, right? So we're ready to go on the green smoothie for this morning. And here are the ingredients I'm going to use. I'm going to go ahead and put in the greens first. Now I do that because it grinds them up better when you put them in first, I think. And of course, stems and all. See those great big stems you normally might throw away. And this kale comes from Rawls Farms, and they are just in the next county from us. All right, let's see if we can't get them all in. Now, we like bananas a lot, and of course you get a lot of potassium from bananas. Now I'm just going to cut this up just in order to get it in, the 2 carrots. And I did peel them, even though they're organic. I just feel better peeling them, you know? And I've already washed the grapes. Now, I do get my grapes and freeze them, just because I get them, a big bushel of them, and bring them home and put them in the freezer. So these are still partially frozen. And I do leave them on the stem when I freeze them, just so they don't, come off and, I don't know. I just think it's easier to leave them on the stem. And so they are still partially frozen. All right, and so now I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't there's some more grapes. All right, I'm going to just run some water over these bananas so that I can get them peeled a little easier, because I freeze my bananas too. Yeah, we're getting over an ice storm. That's what we call it. I mean, if there was snow in the storm, I don't know where it was, because all I see is ice out there. All right, so we're just going to put the banana in. And now this is not a very big banana. The bananas make it very creamy, and they also give you lots of potassium. So these bananas, of course I get the bananas in a bushel box also. All right, so now I'm going to just do a quick peel on this apple. This is not a Honeycrisp apple, it's a Pink Lady apple. And I also have a bushel of those. We've used about half of them out in the garage, and the apples are not as crispy as they were, a month ago, just because it's a little past apple season, really. And I don't like to use fruits and all from other countries. Of course, on the bananas, you have no choice. But if I can, get all my stuff that was grown in this country, I feel better about it, really. I'm very talkative this morning for some reason. Okay, I had been juicing my oranges. Let me show you on that little, right there. But recently, these oranges have gotten super ripe out in the garage, which I didn't know oranges would get riper, the longer you kept them, but they did. So they're very ripe and very sweet, which makes the smoothie super good. So I'm just getting some of the bigger seeds out of them, and then I'm going to squeeze them directly. See, I've got some big seeds because these are juice oranges. So I try to get the really big seeds out, but the Vitamix would actually grind up an orange seed like that, and the orange seeds are not poisonous so far as I know. But anyway, I just get them out. I don't know why. I just do. All right, so if I squeeze them in, I seem to get more of, oops, there's a big seed. I seem to get more of the pulp in there than I do with the juicer, the citrus juicer, even though you can control the pulp from the, oh, there's two big seeds. That one got lost. But anyway, I don't think that orange seeds are poisonous. So I can just actually, well, oh wait, you couldn't see that, could you? Let me turn it up there, sorry. Let's see if I can find that seed. No, it's gone. Okay. So I just pull that pulp out as much as I can and get it in there. And I do get the juice oranges because I think they taste better. The last oranges were the juice oranges too, but in previous times, like last year, I was getting the navel oranges, which didn't have any seeds at all. But the juice oranges seem to work better for me for the smoothies. See all that pulp? Can you see that? There. And I can just pull that off. Now I could just peel them and put them in, but really that takes more time. Of course, you don't want to put the peeling in because you're going to, you're going to get that bitterness if you put the peeling in. All right. And also, this time I bought a whole big thing of the coconut milk because we really like that. Of course, we love the almond milk too. But anyway, I know I'm being very talkative this morning. Oh. See the seed? And of course, there are a lot of little seeds too. But anyway, that gets a lot of that pulp in there. All right. So I've got to go over and get the almond milk ice cubes to put in here, and I'll be right back. All right, I went ahead and got some ice cubes out of the freezer. Now, this is just one of those cheap dollar store little ice trays, because we've got an ice maker, of course, for the regular ice, but I just pour the almond milk in it and freeze it. Now, with the Vitamix, you definitely need something in there to keep it cool, because this thing turns at such high RPMs that it actually can create heat. All right, back to the peanut butter. And this is the source of the protein, because in 2 tablespoons or 7 grams of protein, which is more than most people would get from an egg. So I try to make sure that I use 4 tablespoons. I don't really measure it because, I mean, how are you going to measure it, right? I would guess that's about 4 tablespoons. Now just go ahead and put that in. Clean my finger off and my spoon. And I'm hoping that this will be sweet enough without having to add any additional sweetener. Anyway, that's my goal, but it does have to taste really good. So I've already put some almond milk in, and now I'm going to put maybe about 5 ice cubes in there of the almond milk. And also, of course, you can freeze whatever kind of milk you want to put in there. Now we're getting some protein from the kale, and really the carrots, everything in here is going to have some protein in it. All right, so here we go. We're going to give this a try. I might need a little more almond milk, but we'll see. All right, here goes. it to me, so I'm going to add a bit more of the almond milk and just go ahead and put in one more ice cube. Just a little more almond milk. Now, what I've started doing with the extra is pouring it in these empty little compartments here in the ice tray and freezing it, and it's good. Now, it does oxidize a little bit when you do that, but it still tastes really good. All right, here we go again. I'm not even going to taste of this first because I'm not putting any extra sweetener in it. Alright, now what I have left, I'm going to pour in the ice trays. Mr. Bucky will drink the rest of this, which is not much left. Anyway, put that back in the freezer. All right, let's give this a taste. Ready? Here it goes. Delicious, okay? I can taste the bananas and the peanut butter. And even though it looks green, there's no taste of any kind of greens in it, really. Super, super good. Our favorite is putting the peanut butter. And I'll have to tell you, our doctor's the one that recommended putting the peanut butter in. Now, this was before we were making green smoothies, because I'd say 4 years we've been doing smoothies. And on one of my husband's checkups, he was telling the doctor about drinking the smoothies for breakfast, and the doctor said, well, why don't you try putting peanut butter in it for the protein? And we've been doing it ever since, so it's really good. And sometimes I use sunflower seeds, and sometimes I use cooked chickpeas for the protein, but the one that tastes the best is the peanut butter. It is really good, and we do get the all natural, and I like Skippy's best. Plus, I usually can get this on sale, and sometimes I have a coupon. But anyway, the natural, it does have sugar in it, but mostly it's peanut butter, right? All right, so we will see y'all next time. Please try a green smoothie and let me know how it makes you feel. And if you have been watching all these green smoothies being made and you haven't made a comment, please make a comment and let me know what y'all are doing. All right. See y'all next time.